Can you just first please imagine that there are two of us here? Normally I would be here with my co-chair Patrick Sweeney, but unfortunately he has been laid low by the dreaded flu, so I will be reading this part. For the first time in the history of St George's Anglican Church, we, its members, have been asked to make written pledges of the amounts we are prepared to give to St George's in an annual period, as the first step in a multi-year programme to sustain our church and its mission for the future. You have promised regular reports on the progress of the 2025 pledge campaign, and now is the time for the first such report. We'll just start with the background. It should be noted the first meeting we had organising this took place on the 15th of August last year, which was the very same day, the very first ever St George's service that took place 200 years ago. Seems appropriate. In October of last year, Father Mark launched our pledge campaign with a sermon that laid out all the good things that have been achieved at St George's in its first 200 years, and all the good that can follow in the future if St George's is financially sustainable. On Sunday the 10th of November, Trudy Mbar, Treasurer of St George's, and Patrick Sweeney, co-chair of the 2025 campaign, made formal presentations to the members of St George's congregation. These presentations were followed by the distribution of a pledge solicitation letter and a pledge card, which would facilitate the submission of pledges by each member. On following Sundays, we had personal reflections from myself and Rick Taylor, from Rachel Spencer and Ryan Spooner, and our gathering and blessing of pledges was held on Sunday the 15th of December. In November, Trudy, our treasurer, presented us with a clear and stark picture of St George's financial situation. We are running an annual deficit of over €100,000, which, if we did nothing, would mean that we would get through our reserves in about 5 years. Over the last 6 years, whilst those who give by traceable means have edged up from 89 to 96 people, the average amount of individual giving has gone down by 30%. Patrick presented the details of the pledge campaign. Members of the congregation were asked to consider prayerfully the amount of money they were capable of committing to St George's in 2025. We stressed that the pledge was not a legal contract, but that it would be a very useful tool in helping Trudy and the other members of the Finance Committee to plan a responsible, reliable operating budget for St George's. We also emphasised the importance of 100% participation in the pledge by the members of St George's, acting as a community to preserve and strengthen their place of worship. As of mid-January, we are pleased and gratified to report that 48 members of St George's, in other words 50% of regular donors, have pledged a total of €84,000 for this coming year. This represents an impressive average annual increase of 45%. And we thank all of you who have responded so positively. If this could be replicated by everybody, we would be looking at reducing our annual deficit by 50%. A great step forward. However, the pledge campaign has not yet concluded. We'd like to address these next thoughts to the members of St George's who have not yet submitted a pledge. We know that some of you have in fact increased your weekly contributions, but have not submitted a pledge card. We know that others of you are not in a position to increase the level of your contributions, and therefore have not seen the point of submitting a pledge. And we know that some of you just have not had the time in the busy holiday season. It is important to St George's, as a financial matter, and also as a matter of Christian community, that each member of the congregation participate in this campaign by submitting a pledge card. We understand that some members are capable of increasing their contributions and others are not. The amount of your contribution is a personal, private matter. But when you submit a card at any level of contribution, you are empowering our finance committee to make the right financial decisions for the future of St George's. And more importantly, you are participating as a member of St George's in strengthening our community. In this spirit, we ask each member of St George's who has not already submitted a pledge to do so now. The pledge letter and the pledge card have already been distributed. But going forward, extra materials will be available upon entering the church services. You can return your completed pledge form to St George's by mail, or you can simply drop it into the collection basket during Sunday services. We are hoping for 100% participation in this year's campaign, and we are grateful for all contributions supporting our community. And if you have any questions about the pledge, then please feel free to ask Patrick or myself. I'd just like to finish by thanking all of you for your attention, your generosity and your commitment to the future of St George's. A very special thank you to those who have helped prepare, run and support the pledge campaign. Father Mark, Julie, Rachel, Ryan and Anne, all of you who pledged and all of you who will pledge. I'd like to finish with just a special thank you to Patrick, although I would prefer to do it in person. From the beginning, he has been a fountain of inspiration, information and suggestions. He has been indefatigable, available and always positive and cheerful throughout. Without your energy and drive, we would not be standing where we are today. Thank you, Patrick.